We are on.
Wow, we're live, Donny T.
We are live at Donny T and Friends. Usually I wait a little bit because I start off early. I want to wait till I get somebody up there so I'll know that we're being watched. And we love to be watched.
Yeah,
right?
we do. We're attention whores.
Yeah, we certainly are. We certainly are. And we even have an added. Yeah, bring her into the picture. Look at this.
Hi.
Are you kidding me?
I found her on the side of 128 with an umbrella, and I said, "What the heck?"
And he stole her umbrella. You didn't want to say the whole story, right?
it was a nice umbrella.
It was. It was a green umbrella.
Joan, you got to introduce yourself.
I'm Joan. Happy holidays, everybody.
There you go. Now we got to wait till somebody's there. It'll be even better.
I know, but like, where is everybody? You guys, there's no sports, local
You
sports.
got to
on tonight.
remember, guys, this is a no knock, no bash zone. You
Here
got
we
something
go. We got something.
negative to say it to yourself first 100 times because we don't want to hear no.
Tracy, how are you?
Tracy.
Have happy holidays.
Tracy is from England, and I love Tracy.
Tracy, this is what me and Donnie look like. Do we look like twins now? How we
There you
doing?
go.
The glare
This-
off our heads.
This is my good friend, Matt Misci. I have known his parents since before he was born. And this beautiful young lady that makes him shine, believe me, prior to that, he really sucked, I gotta tell you. This is Joan Powell. And I'm so happy to have her here this evening, okay? Matt has an announcement that he would like to make.
Oh,
Should
yeah.
we do it already? Or?
Well, you're getting them all nervous now. Tracy in England thinks I'm getting on one knee or something and proposing to Joni Powell. over
Well,
there.
don't propose to
That's
me.
coming. Save.
Okay.
All right, I do have an announcement. Oh, John, I'm sorry, I don't want to. I'm excited for this, and I'm glad I have my beautiful girlfriend with me because she's a big help with all of this. Donnie, thank you for letting us share this on your podcast. I'm going to be opening a comedy club. We just had our first show this past Friday night at Longboards Restaurant and Bar in Salem on Pickering Wharf, and it's a family.
Tell us Salem, Massachusetts.
Salem, Massachusetts.
She's in England.
Ooh, also known as the Witch City. And I got lost going there the other night. I ended up in my ex-wife's house, but I'm excited for this. We're going to be doing monthly shows. Donnie, you know a lot of the comedians.
Yeah.
Donnie's familiar with the comedy circuit.
Yeah.
I actually, I can't wait to have you up there as a guest because he's friendly with most of my family from Revere, and this
Yeah.
is a connection to my
Yeah,
family.
Absolutely.
The Materas, Matthew and Justin.
Yep.
They started out in 2011 with a sandwich shop called, what was it called, Donnie?
Who did?
The Materas. What was their sandwich shop? I'm putting them on the spot.
Oh, the fat whale.
The Hungry Whale. Hey, he was close. That's really good. I wouldn't
No,
remember.
I
it
just
if
made
heard
that up to sound funny. But I actually did stand up for 1 year, and one of the first times I did it, he was there,
Yeah.
and he said to me, "That's your first time doing that?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "You're gonna be fucking kidding me."
Hey, you know what though? Later on, maybe a couple days later, I realized that you were into theater arts and acting, and
Yeah.
that's half the battle. Being a natural
Yeah.
up there, I
But
was
you still
just
get
breaking
nervous,
the
though.
ice.
You still get
get
nervous.
nervous, but you were pretty
Yeah.
smooth up there. There was a few times I went up there and I had to check my underwear after.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not to gross anybody out, but when you see a big
But the
audience,
next time you check your underwear, don't do it while you're doing.
I know,
the
not on stage. I don't know what I was thinking with the spotlight, but when you're doing it like me and Donnie started with a couple people in the audience, you're nervous.
Yeah.
There was a few times I was just thrown to the wolves, and I was like, "There's hundreds of people here.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say." And
Yeah,
now
but
it's
now I just saw him recently, and I'm a funny kind of guy. I don't think everybody's funny. Okay, I watch a routine sometimes. I'll just sit there like this, and if the comics are looking for a reaction from me, they won't get it unless they're doing well at it. And I watched him the other night. He was fantastic, and I was proud of him because when you see somebody start out, and you see their struggles at the beginning. Look, nobody's going to get into comedy from the beginning and hit a home run. you got to struggle. Struggle is part of the game. You know, same thing with acting as it was with me. You know, but yeah, he did a great job. I got to say that.
Thank you, Donny.
You know,
And you know what? While I was backstage, I got hearts from Joan, and then immediately after, I got hearts from Donny saying, "Great job, Matt. You did great."
yeah, it's,
And then it was like a parody of my mother saying, "How was the show tonight, everyone?" It felt good because sometimes you need the positive feedback. Because I've definitely gone up there and shit'd the bed before, and it's a long ride home. There's been some of those rides home, Donny, where I don't even put the volume on the radio. I just drive and go, "What did I just do?"
Well, I did a thing one time, and Lenny was there. Okay, I love Lenny. He's like, I love him to death. But it was at Pearl Street. Peasy invited me, and I decided, okay, I'm going to do it. Right? We go up there, and where the stage is, it's a little tiny stage. Have you been?
Yeah.
A little tiny stage like that. But behind that stage is a door where they dump the trash.
That's where if you bomb on stage, they put you right out there.
They were out there doing the trash, and they kept banging the door while I'm trying to do my routine. So I lost it for a second. I said, "Motherfucker." A lot of people laughed, but I guess the people that owned the club or something, Johnny said they laughed. Or, come on, grow a spine. What are you left? And Lenny had a few things to say to me. Yeah, you shouldn't have, blah, blah. I felt terrible. So I after that, I didn't do it anymore. Until I went to Vegas. I did it in Vegas a few times.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. We got this guy from Boston. He's a funny guy. You know?
I think you were natural in front of the audience. Took me a while to get that way because you do draw a blank up there if the nerves are pumping.
Yeah.
Now I got this Apple Watch and it tells me when my heart rate's going up, so I get to monitor it. But someone like Lenny, you just mentioned, are all these guys that took me under their wing with comedy. I mean, I was so nervous. The first show I ever did was in Lawrence, so I remember it was around the time all those explosions in Lawrence.
Oh, really?
And I didn't know what to do. And Lenny was like, you could tell I was nervous. He goes, "Is this one of your first times?" Just like that. And I went, "It is my first time." And I opened the door. There was 300 people. And my heart was going boom, boom. And Lenny goes, "You brought 100 people from Revere. Just go up there and do a Revere joke." And if you didn't tell me that, I don't know what I was going to open with. And it made me calm. And I got through my set. I had my parents there. I remember my first joke because of those explosions was, "I brought Revere to Lawrence. That's like bringing a blowtorch to a gas station." And the whole audience went nuts. And it made you comfortable.
Well, Lenny told me one night, we've had a lot of, in-depth conversations. And I said, "Lenny, do you ever get stage fright anymore?" He says, "Donny, I get it every time I go out there."
Yeah.
You need that.
Yeah. I'm not letting out any secrets, but of who it is. But sometimes I spend time in these green rooms with headliners that have been doing this since I was a little kid, and they're all nervous. Doesn't mean they don't go out and perform and get their job done, but it's kind of discouraging when you're like, "Oh my God, you've been doing this for 30 years and you're nervous."
You have to use that nervous energy. That's your friend. The nervous energy is your friend because you go out there and you do your thing. And Lenny's been doing it for so long. He's so well liked. And if he goes out there, he gets heckled a lot.
Oh, yeah. People like
when they heckle him, he
fires back. Lenny, you fire back, and I laugh.
Yeah, me too. But he doesn't. He says,
"No, it's aggravating.
You got a thing going on. You got a cadence that you're doing, and they throw you off your game, and that's why I get pissed." With me, I love improvisation. As an actor, I like improvisation. And sometimes when I'm up there, I can get myself out of little things, Yeah. But I felt so bad that night, and I don't think I ever did a show after that. I don't think I did one.
We're kind of ignoring all these people, Donny.
No. That's what they like.
I don't want to ignore you people. I'm sorry. What we got here? Jeffrey Sturm. That is when you say, "No, I've been nervous lots of times." Oh, that's come out of my mouth lots of times.
Jeffrey, do me a favor, okay? Because I fell and almost broke my neck last night.
Ooh.
I want you right now to say the name or write down the name of the book or story that you've written or are writing so people could know what it is. I listened to 3 of the 5. I couldn't get the 4th and 5th one, but I was in no condition to try to get the 4th or 5th one anymore because I've been hurting. Okay, it's called Artful Deceit. Jeffrey put so much time and effort into this here, and he's always been a gentleman with me. We were involved in what's that?
I'm listening to you.
Oh, Matt, now your blood pressure is high, having lovely Joan. So is mine.
I'm not gonna lie, Joan makes my blood pressure go up. But
Donny, Merry Christmas. Tell my dear friend Matt, Merry Christmas to him, his beautiful mother, and his sister. Tell him Tony Davis is proud of how he turned out. His father will never be forgotten.
Thank you so much.
Fedoras, that was the name of the show that we did. Bunch of wise guys we were.
Not
with
Scapadels.
Jeffrey Sturm.
Thank you, Tony Davis. And his sister.
Yes. We got some nice people that come on this podcast. I really love it. You know what? I'm leaving on Wednesday to go to Vegas. I'm going to be there like quite a while, like 6 months, maybe 4. It depends on how I'm treated. You know, if I probably will last 6, but it's tough to leave your home. And that's why I got hurt. I was packing stuff. I had a bunch of spiral notebooks because I want to do some writing when I get out there to finish up some of the things I've already written. The thing was too heavy, not too heavy, but I have a problem walking and I've been treated for it. And it's like if I'm leaning forward and I got the thing in my hands, I lose control. It's like I'm propelled forward and I can't slow down. And I must have gone 16 feet, not able to stop. And I knew I was going to fall. I saw it coming. And my God in heaven, I hit the ground. This side of my face, I thought I broke my nose and my teeth. The pain, the pain, boss, the pain. Oh, that's the plane.
The plane.
So anyway, that's my memory. I forgot the name of his thing there. But Fedoras. No, I remember Fedoras.
An Artful Deceit.
Yeah, Artful Deceit. It was very good, actually, and you could probably, can they just look it up and get a copy by doing that? Jeff?
It's probably available on
I don't know. I don't know how it plays
on
out.
a Kindle or something.
It's a mystery. It's like a detective kind of thing. And what I watched and heard, I was very impressed by it. It was well written and it was gripping. Let me see. Donny, we all love you. Please try and be careful and safe. Tracy, sweetness, let me tell you something. I have been walking like a turtle since that happened. I don't want to get hurt anymore.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah. Slow and steady wins the race, but Donny T fell on his face.
Ooh, now you're a poet and you didn't know it.
No, I didn't know it.
Oh, all right.
Jeffrey Stone. Oh, people can get the first episode on headphone. But Dawn, you are the only one who has been given all 5 episodes. I love you.
Oh, so he's the spoiler alert. Spoiler alert,
well,
Donny.
I said to you I was going to mention you tonight. And I just want people to know that you've been working so hard on this. And I wish you nothing but fantastic success. You're a good man. You've always been. You've always reached out to me since we did Fedoras. How many years ago was that Fedoras thing? See, he's going to give me all the answers I need.
Well, we actually got 9 people watching now. I was hoping I'd get to double digits.
We will.
It's an ego thing. If I don't get to double digits,
here is the link to my website. Here's the link to my website. I have all the links for it on there. Okay. 2012, we did Fedoras.
Wow.
It was good. It was a nice thing.
I was working for the DPW in the wonderful city of Revere in 2012.
Ooh, I tried to get that.
Filling potholes and trying to take my time so we had enough overtime on the weekend.
Yeah. I said to them, I try to get a job. They said, well, who do you know in Revere? I mentioned Tommy Misci. They said, no, we can't do that. He's only allowed to use one person. And he's got Matt's got the job. So.
I know. And what did I do with that?
Did you really?
Hey, sometimes you got to hit start over. You know, you got to do the reset button. And
that's why I always tell you.
Tony Davis knows about that. He was a big part in getting me to.
Oh, I know Tony Davis very well.
Go from the old Matt Misci to the new Matt Misci. And pretty soon I'm going to be following in your footsteps. Look.
What do you mean pretty soon?
Hey, we could put our heads together and make an ass out of ourselves. Hey.
I love this guy does. He does Rodney Dangerfield as good as Rodney. But he never wants to do it. He never wants to do it for me. Do a little Rodney for them. Come on.
Hey, my wife told me to take out the trash. I said, you cooked it. You take it out.
I love it. I love it.
That only happens once in a while, so enjoy it.
I want people to come on this show and just let it all hang out. Don't get smart.
I won't.
All right.
I know. I'm going to keep it G-rated. I know what you meant by let it all hang out.
Yes, sir.
And I have my girlfriend here. That would have been rude.
I'm in the UK. Only just started to watch Reacher. I love Reacher.
Wait a minute, Tracy. So if you're in the UK, is it around like almost 2 a.m. right now? Or am I off?
What's the time?
It's got to be like a 5-hour time difference, right?
UK,
6 hours.
Yeah.
That's good because this is where the most late night like internet watching goes on.
Oh, here you go. Italian Stallion. He's back in town. Donny T and friends.
Ooh, I like the Italian Stallion.
What's up there, Stallion? Big G back in what was I gonna say?
Dude, we're at 12
in the house.
I have 12 viewers right now.
That's nothing.
I'd pat you on the shoulder, but those of you who don't know, Donny was injured, and then my girlfriend just had shoulder surgery. I can't even touch anybody at this podcast. I feel like I'm just like I just have to put my hands like this. So if I would put my arm around Joan, this is her bad shoulder.
He does a great Rodney, and he's going to do more, but he doesn't know it yet. He's going to do more Rodney because when my people ask for Rodney, I can't do him, but he can. Come on.
Hey, I woke up this morning feeling like an 18-year-old, so I went out and got one.
Oh, I like that. I didn't get it at first.
It's a Rodney joke. Come on. My mother's not watching, is she? All right, I'll give you another good Rodney because this is one of my favorite things.
All right.
My wife, she's such a bad cook, the flies pulled in to fix the screen door.
No, I love his Rodney. He does a great Rodney. And I won't say that unless I really mean it. So.
Well, he started comedy when he was my age.
Hi, Richie. Hi, Richie.
Hi, Richie.
Stallion.
Is that who I think it is?
You know what happens? Everybody starts talking amongst each other. You think you're ignoring them. They love this. This is when they get.
Oh, all right. So it's a group chat, and then you just get to hear us knuckleheads in the background. I know what you mean.
I call this our hangout. This is a hangout for everybody.
So basically, me and you are like the two chatty people in the back at a movie where everyone else is trying to pay attention to their own thing.
Well, if we don't talk, there's no show. And, not that we have much to say. But
does anybody have any questions?
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
I like the Italian Stallion name. I love Rocky so much that Joan makes fun of me. If it's on, I just put it on. You can't not watch it all the time. I'm starting to look like Paulie.
Tracy, you and Big been great friends to me. See that?
Nice.
I love this. I love my podcast because I get to commiserate with everyone,
There you go.
And not many people get the same opportunity. This is my fun time. This is,
Hey, shoot, Jeffrey, shoot. Whatever questions you got, loaded questions, anything you want.
Let me see something here.
I know we're getting some inquiries about the club because I started to talk
So
about
when is the club opening in Salem, Massachusetts?
This past Friday, we had our first show. It went amazing. December 15th. It was we had Brad Mastrangelo, who's been featured on Comics Come Home, and Carolyn Plummer, who was just recently on Comics Come Home.
And she's been on my show too?
She's been on the show.
Yep.
And my girlfriend helped with the whole door, working the door. It just filled up quick. We only had like 70 ticket sales online, and then the restaurant just erupted and everyone came upstairs.
Sunshine. Donny, thanks for doing this show. This means as much to me as it does to you guys.
Sunshine Productions.
This is our hangout, I'm going to be hitting the road on Wednesday, and I'll do some stuff on the road while I'm on. I'll go live or whatever, and I'll let you know how I'm getting along with my son. God only knows. But yeah,
I don't want to tell you how I'm getting along with my son because we don't want to ruin the show.
No,
I'm just kidding, Dylan. I love you.
Yeah.
But yeah, our next show coming up is January 13th. It's a Saturday night on Pickering Wharf. It's not going to be as warm as it was Friday night, but we got Paul D'Angelo, Dave Russo, and Mitch Stinson, a 3-headliner show. You get a free complimentary drink because we're sponsored by Jameson Irish Whiskey, a limited dinner menu.
Wow.
It's pretty good.
Awesome.
I think you'd love it up
Awesome.
there.
You know, all the people that he mentioned just now are all seasoned pros in the comedy industry. And Boston has one of the best comedy programs in the country,
Yeah.
barring that. And wait a second. Tell these people who you are, Joan Powell, because right now you're sitting there nice and quiet and pretty. But I've been telling her that I want to get her on the show. She has all kinds of stuff to say, but she says she doesn't want to overshadow us. So
Should I shoehorn it for her for a minute?
whatever you have to do,
All right.
to get her
Joan might
involved.
be nervous, but I'm gonna pump her up a little bit because this
Go.
girl does everything from the background. She's like she does it from behind the scenes. She's got websites she's working on for some of the comedians we mentioned. She managed recently the anthem singer Todd Angeli, but that's not where she shines. She's a real estate agent, and she just recently got leasing agent of the month for Advisors Living.
Woo!
Right? That means she was, what did you do, 11 rentals?
Yeah.
11 rentals in 1 month. And I remember all this stuff because she's on her laptop more than a terrorist.
Now, let me ask you a question. Is there a way that they can reach you if they're interested in real estate or rentals or whatever?
Yeah. Well, through my cell phone or email, but my number is 617-579-6010. And I have a website, jpbostonrealestate.com.
Yeah. And if you can't remember that, don't ask me because I forget everything. No, this is our family. You know that. I taught Donny T and friends. I was going to call it Donny T's family, but this is just as well. And we all know that we're family. But I want to see Joan do very well. So do me a favor. Say your number again, slow.
617-579-6010.
If you need rentals, if you want to buy a house, a mansion, a log cabin in the woods. Don't ask her about that, but
Or even a pop-up tent on the sidewalk.
yes. No, she's great and she's honest. The most important thing for people that are on this show, I demand honesty and loyalty. I am the most loyal guy you could ever meet. I am loyal to everybody. That's how it is, unless they're not worthy of my loyalty. Donny, thanks for doing this show. I read that before, but I wanted to read it again because it sounded so good the first time.
Oh, Peter Martino.
Peter's here all the time.
All right, Peter. My guys came in the barbershop the other day and said they were talking with you from Nick's in Winthrop. Tony comes in and it's pretty funny. They let me say this online. They don't just give him a haircut. They take his shirt off and shave his back. It's pretty interesting. I didn't know that was a service at my shop, but make sure you run that by Tony, Peter.
Yeah. Peter Martino was one of the nicest guys from the city of Revere. He could have been mayor, and I wish he was. You know, what does that say? Let's see. Hi, Joan, Matt, and Donny. How come I'm last?
That's Peter.
Yeah.
Peter, we love you.
God bless Big
One of
Mish.
my father's favorites, Pete. You always checked on him, and you guys worked well together. And it's going to be a tough Christmas without him, but we know we got all the good memories.
Tracy wants a tree house. Can you do that?
A tree house.
I can do it.
I love it. See, never say no.
Yeah, right next to Liberty Tree.
Donny, we're going to roll for you in this new movie. It's called The Italian Stallion. Can you ride a horse? Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Every actor lies to get a role. Every single one of us, us. So
I can't ride a horse. It would probably be better than my comedy watching me get onto a horse. I think that and golf would be my funniest set.
I used to ride a horse. I used to go horseback riding every week until a horse fell on top of me and
This guy just
dislocated,
gets hurt all the time.
dislocated my hip.
Oh my God. This is like Ernest Goes to Camp.
Yeah, really.
Poor
Really.
Donny T had a horse.
I'm telling you. But hey, you know what? It doesn't kill you, makes you stronger. So they say.
Well, sometimes if I roll over on Joan, she has a horse on top of her too.
Oh, wow. I don't know about that one. You said you were going to keep it. Okay.
Well, I meant because
Nah,
I'm
I'm
big
okay,
like
yeah.
a horse.
Yeah.
Okay, so how's the Celtics doing?
They've been doing great, haven't they?
They beat Orlando.
Yeah. Johnny Pesci was at the game last night.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, he
And
goes-
we always see the superstars on the jumbotron.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm lucky if I get it streaming on my Fire Stick.
Really, huh?
I want to get to some more Bruins games. Are you a hockey fan, Donny T?
Absolutely not.
You're not?
Only when Bobby Orr played, and then I was the biggest fan in the world.
Oh, Bobby Orr was
Hey,
unbelievable.
I loved Ernest Goes to Jail. Funny movie.
I liked Ernest Goes to Jail.
He was funny. He died from smoking.
Did he really?
Oh yeah, he smoked like 100 packs a day or something.
Yeah, I just don't get it because some of them just live for like George Burns had a cigar in his mouth from diaper to death, and he lived to be 100.
Yeah, but that's a lot of what he did. Like there was a guy by the name of Edward G. Robinson years ago. He always had a cigar in his mouth. It was like, "Hello, Flaherty. Yeah, this is Rico here. See, you'll never get me. You'll never get Little Caesar." Yeah. Oh, remember him? Huh? Yeah.
I like that. That's
Yeah.
like that's a relic of time right there.
Oh my God, so am I.
So am I, he said. No,
Yeah.
speaking of relics of time, like, isn't everything just different now, Donnie? Like, I drove by my parents' old neighborhood. Like, I wanted to see the movie sign with new movies
Yeah.
coming out for the holidays.
Yeah.
Now it's just Amazon. And then you just see, like, I don't know, everything's different. Everything
You know,
sucks.
for me, I'm definitely older than all of you people, if not most. And I can look back at my life and say, wow, how bad I feel for this generation. Because you will never experience what I've experienced
No.
musically, food-wise, family. So much is missing that we used to have before. Patriotism.
We lack originality. Everything's just a revamping of the
Yeah.
old. Like, it's just, there's no original music, original movies.
No.
Like, you took pride in going out with your
Yeah.
family. Now all the kids are just scrolling on their phone in the back
Yeah.
seat.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
And if
miss
you
it.
go on, like, I'm on YouTube all the time. That's my go-to. I don't watch regular stuff. But you'll see things I've never seen so much bashing. That's why I always say this is a no knock, no bash zone. I don't like when people have to be derogatory towards other people. You don't like my views? That's cool. I'm cool with yours. I don't care what you like or what you don't like. I'm not going to knock you. You know, I'm going to respect whatever your views are. Respect mine back. That's all. I think everyone here, most people on this thing here are pretty unique. Maybe they step to the beat of their own drummer. You know, I'm a nonconformist from the word go. I was always in trouble in school, in the army. Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Because you asked me to. If you asked me to, I'm not going to do it. That was bad. That was a fresh kid.
They're asking how your neck feels.
Who's that?
Italian Stallion. He heard you fell.
Stallion, let me tell you something, buddy. I thought it was all over when I started going down and I hit face first. I had to turn my head the last second, and this is the part. This is the part that hit the ground. I thought I broke my nose. I thought I lost 6 teeth. I was like in shock, you know, but I hurt bad. And now I wasn't going to, you know, I didn't want to hear Matt cried, Joan cried because I couldn't do the podcast. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm an old school kind of guy, but I went to my chiropractor today. You could bet your life on that. Tomorrow again. So
Hey, I'm sure everybody in this little picture frame right here is going to fall at one time in their life.
I got to say one thing, and Stallion, I got to say it because you brought it up. I had so many people reach out to me with such concern. It filled my heart. When I tell you, so many people were concerned about me, and you should do this, Donny, go to the hospital, go get that check, get this check. I hate hospitals. I told my doctor one time, I says, Doctor, I shouldn't be here. I should be at the vet. Because I'm the biggest chicken you ever met.
Wow.
He started laughing anyway, but it was the truth. I hate going to doctors and hospitals and, stuff like that. But yeah, I have to take my time when I move anything. I'm packing to go to Vegas, and wow, I was carrying all my spiral notebooks because I want to get some writing in, and they were just too heavy. And I have a problem with walking lately, and I'm leaning forward, and I was like propelled forward, and I couldn't stop. And I felt it coming, and I said, "Oh God, I'm going down. I know I am." Sure enough, boom! Next thing you know, I'm looking up from the dirt. Huh. Oh well.
Well, it's not visible on your face that you fell on your
No.
face because I don't know.
I thought I was good. I thought my nose. You know what your mind does a thing. I thought my nose was going to be smushed right across my whole face.
But we would have changed the story
Oh yeah.
and said you should see what the other guy looks like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Just go like this and just go. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
I would look like Jack Palance from Requiem of a Heavyweight.
Right? Hey, nice. Do it.
No.
He is good at impressions. We're gonna have to call you Donny Voices.
Donny Voices.
Donny Voices. How you doing?
That's a good tree.
I'm watching you guys on a big screen. It's like you're in a movie. Oh God, do I have any boogies? Oh, this is a non-judge zone, but I don't want to judge my own boogies.
No, it's all right. You could say that.
You could say that.
I'm
I got
watching
away
you
with
guys.
the boogie.
Oh, you're watching us on the big screen. I was
Right?
over Eddie's house about a week or two ago. About a week ago, because that's when he made the big stuffed lobster. He has an 85-inch screen, and I was rewatching the thing with Jody Sloan. I said, "Holy shit, fantastic on the big screen, huh?" I didn't think we looked so good, but I guess we.
Yeah, if you throw on Ray-Ban sunglasses, we look even better.
think so.
Yeah,
I'll bring some next time.
I think the glare from the light. That's if I took my hat off, they wouldn't be able to see anything.
I was gonna-
Joan would be whited out.
See, I'm telling you, I got some good friends. Johnny Peasy just reached out to me.
Johnny, thanks for reaching out. We got him under control. We're gonna carry him upstairs after the
He
show.
asked me, "You doing okay?" Yeah, I am doing okay.
I know my mother's. We cleaned out the closet, and Dad has a million suits. All right, I got some suits coming.
There you
Dad
go.
left me suits.
Did some great impressions. Oh, Donny T did some great impressions on the Fedora set. Yeah, I did Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And she put it in the show, right? And somebody got pissed because
Donny Garland.
Donny Garland. I like that. That's very good.
I would like you to sing from the mountaintops and like in the Sound of Music. The hills are alive with the sound of Donny.
See, I told him not to sing because first of all, I didn't want to shatter the crowd.
Russo's bong in the back.
And yeah. And he asks for more money when he sings.
I do.
So,
I do.
yeah.
I'm like, I want to see dead presidents.
That's it. What's that say? Jeffrey. Oh, there you go. Yeah, we had a lot of fun on that set.
I want to. Can we cause a little controversy on this without getting too crazy?
Go for it.
All right, it isn't a one-sided thing, but is
Okay.
everyone ready for another election year? Like you wanted to go into New Year's Eve in a couple
Gone
weeks.
too far.
No, but we want to think about like our family right now going into a new year, and we got to deal with it doesn't matter if you're a Democrat, Republican, it's going to go. Like, we have to go into all this another election year where if you fought in Tewksbury, you hear about it in the news in Revere.
Well, don't tot in Fewksbury.
Tot in Fewksbury. I don't know.
Donny was singing 2 weeks ago on his show. What was the key word there?
2 weeks ago.
No, his show.
I got it.
Donny,
I know. Never sing.
Do you poker player impression sitting at a poker table? Oh yeah, something. Do you poker player impression sitting? Oh! I know what he's saying. Yeah, this is gonna be you, huh?
Do you have a straight face?
Yeah, no, it's the same face. Tony Davis, that is. Okay. We used to go to play poker at Foxwoods or whatever, right? And I made him laugh his ass off at my expense. You know, I get 3 kings full, and he's got 3 kings full because you use the board cards and everything.
Yeah.
But he knew he had me beat, and he just kept sticking it to me and sticking it to me. And I made a face at the end, and that was the face that made him laugh. And I looked at him, I said, "Nice, huh, Stephen? Huh? You like sticking it up my ass, huh, Stephen?"
Wow.
And he was laughing so hard, the whole table. I think they had to make him go outside for a timeout. But, oh yeah. He wouldn't have laughed as hard as if I beat him.
Oh, you'd be laughing if I played. I can't even. I'm a giveaway in poker.
Well, that's the kind of guy I like to play against.
I'm the roulette guy. I just take a chance.
He says, let me see. Foxwood making them all PR pants. Oh, PR pants or something like that, including me. LOL. Funniest times I ever had with you. How about the flea market, though? We used to work at the flea market together.
At the Revere flea market?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Did you guys get like...
I worked there for almost 20 years.
I used to get my razor blades there to shave my head. It's probably from you.
I used to sell them.
Oh, God. I miss all that stuff. There's nothing like that anymore.
I sold everything.
I remember. I went shopping a few times.
I sold everything. Yeah. Yep. But you know what? When you're a street kid, you got to use the street to be successful at anything. You got to use the street to make a living. And that's what I had to do. I mean, not that I didn't have any great gifts, but I didn't have any great gifts. So I had to use the street. Yeah. The things that I thought were going to make me special was acting and writing and stuff like that. I'm still young enough, not really, but
you're always young enough.
Yeah.
You're going to Vegas. I'm going back to friggin' Washington Ave.
Yeah, I don't want to go to Vegas. I mean, I want to go to Vegas. I wish I could just blink myself there. That's a long.
You're gonna be mystery book reader for your grandkids' class. Watch, they're gonna make you go in and read The Little Engine That Could or something.
I had to live in Northgate on Lanton Road in the 70s with my dad. I actually lived there as well. Oh, my sister used to live, God rest her soul. She used to live on Lanton Road.
Did you live near the Lowneys? Eddie and Danny Lowney.
No.
I remember them.
No.
Yeah, they that Northgate area, that's where me and Joan live right now with my 18-year-old son that takes 3 showers a day and eats all our food.
Really?
Yeah, we're right there.
Oh, really?
We're on Pemberton Street.
Yeah.
We're just not going to give you the exact address because I don't want you staring in my windows when I shower.
Yeah, that's exactly what we'd be looking at.
Right?
Not right? Joni at all.
Exactly. Like, who's a little hairy one?
Yeah. The Tasmanian devil.
I really want everyone to get out and do some fun things for the holidays. I feel like we were let down by Halloween. I just feel like everything's different. I don't know how you did over here, but we had no trick-or-treaters. It's just
I
it's
would
like,
not
what
allow-
happened. Traditions change, like we know that
No,
happens,
it's
but
not. It's
it's
not
like-
about traditions. It's about that. What's that stuff? That fentanyl shit.
that's true.
That ruined everything. That ruined kids. Everything.
I know, but little kids shouldn't be suffering for
Yeah.
like trick or treating and Christmas, and
No.
I don't know. It is scary to go to big places now. Like how are the mall Santas doing? I remember just the lines being all the way through the mall. Is that even do you bring your kid for pictures with Santa anymore?
Nah.
No one does that either.
My
Now you can
my
just have it
son-
superimposed on your iPhone.
my son
I
and,
know.
and their mother bring them to Santa Claus and all that.
Yeah, I still have the picture of me crying, but I wasn't scared of how he looked. The mall Santa that I had bad breath.
Yeah, but that was last year.
It was. It was. His poor leg fell asleep.
You said it was wet.
That
You
was
said-
pretty good, Don. You see the improv guy over here.
Let's see, Sunshine Productions. There is something called K Laser. Ask your chiropractor. It healed me very fast. You know what, Sunshine? I wish I wasn't leaving right now because I would definitely mention that to him, but I'm leaving in 2 days.
I think, Donnie, your friends are trying to help you here. You could probably make an appointment tomorrow to go sit in one of those ice baths.
Oh, yeah,
You
gone
do
to
the-
do. You know,
you-
gone to do?
Gone to do.
Yeah.
What's
do you know?
that? I'm not gone to
Yeah.
do that.
No, gone to do means, yeah, you got a case.
Go in the
Yeah.
ice bath.
Hey, gone to do.
Hey, gun to do. It makes you heal quicker. Try it out. You might come out a little cold, but those really work. They're big hailing chambers.
I bought my first pair of shoes at the Flag Brothers in Northgate.
Wow. Remember Caldors?
No,
Caldors. No, what was it? What was there? Zayres. Zayres was there.
Zayres, yep.
I remember going shopping in Northgate, and there was a penny arcade. My mother would take us, and then my father would run into Lion Liquors and get a bunch of nips.
No,
So
really?
we could go home and watch TV. But
His dad, I got
Lion Liquors in Northgate.
he just lost his dad recently. When I tell you something, he was a lion.
See, that's why you like Lion Liquors. But go ahead.
He was a lion. He was so well liked. All the students at the school used to go to him, and Mr. Mish, they respected him, and I as well. I mean, I think I had to go to him one time with my son because he was messing up in math class or something. Now forget about it. He's fantastic with numbers because now he makes money. Me, I still stink in math, but I don't make any money. So there you go.
I'm good at math, and I don't make any money.
Yeah. He makes a ton of cash. Let me tell you something. What do you think she's staying with him for?
There's a hole. There's a hole in my pocket, dear Liza. Dear Liza.
There's a hole in my pocket.
Joan's the cash cow.
Yeah.
Far from a cow. What else? What do we have? Any questions, class? Professor Tempesta,
Well,
put the glasses on the tip of your nose.
nope.
I like them on the tip.
Jeffrey Sturm. I remember all those stores.
Yeah, remember Circuit City? No. What was the one that was there? Fredder. Remember Fredder?
What is
No.
It was like an electronics store
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
It's better at Fredder.
I get some stories, but I can't tell them. Mr. Mish helped and saved a lot of kids, and the teachers loved him. Ain't that the truth, Peter?
He saved me.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and
He did.
I look at some of those students when I used to help my father out of school, and we thought there was no hope. And some of those kids have huge families now, great jobs, and when my father passed away, some of the tributes they gave him,
Yeah.
I don't think my mom and sister knew some of them. I did. They made
Yeah.
me proud. For the rest of people to read it, those are the best things about him. There were people that were raised with other people's families, foster families, and my father made them feel important. He'd yell at a gang member, and I'd be like, "Dad, this guy, I don't think he's someone you want to mess with." And get them in trouble with their probation officers.
Your father had balls who was 7 feet
The
tall.
following weekend, they'd be painting his fence, eating an Italian sub in the backyard, and saying how much they like my
You
dad.
got to know how to talk to people.
Yeah,
You got to.
I didn't ever want to be in those predicaments. He
Got
made
to be
it
like
work
mutual
somehow.
respect. Guys, I want to say something, and I hope Matt doesn't mind, but if he does, who gives a shit?
Oh,
So here's the thing. This is Matt's second time on my show. And you know, I have my archives. You can go in, there's like 40. This is the 41st show. And you can watch Matt. And I want you to watch it. I want you to go and look at his first show with me and the transition from that Matt. And I have to respect the way he was the first time, even though the show died because what happened?
The audio went.
The
up.
audio went, everything went. And thank God for Joan. She saved the day. But if you see what his life consisted of and what a good person can do to a good man, she's the good person. He's the good man.
Mezza.
And he's come a long way. He really, really has. And I was so looking forward to getting him on my show tonight. This is like a great farewell because I want the best for everybody. That's just the way I am, you know. People might think I'm hokey, but I really feel that way about people, you know. And but if you watch the first episode and compare it to this one, it's night and day. He was a lost soul once upon a time.
Yeah.
He's come a long way.
Thank you for letting me talk about it that time.
Yeah.
Actually, one of the first people that ever really put it in my head that I had to change is watching the show.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Tony Davis. He was the first person I saw when I came back from New York, and he got me to realize that I had a good family, good support group, and I moved it on. And that's why I can have someone like Joan. And you want me on your show, you don't really have to, you know, keep an eye on valuables here because I'm not going to walk out with them or anything, you know?
Well, that's okay. They're on then.
Although I am like, I can still joke about it. Those are the worst parts of my life.
Yeah.
And people always say, why don't you go back to those like institutions that helped you and visit them. And I love them and I thank them for helping me, but I kind of block it out now because I have such a good circle of friends. I got Joan, I got my son living with me now.
Why go backwards?
Well, I'll always be thankful.
Yeah,
because that's where I got better. But
yeah, I understand. But sometimes I feel anyway, you know, because I've suffered, like I said, depression, anxiety, and all that stuff. But if I revisit in my mind those things that happened to me, I won't be well. I will. All those things will be back in my head, and I have a hard time sometimes, you know, with depression, anxiety, and you can hurt my feelings like that. I'm a sensitive bastard. I wish I wasn't. I think a lot of people are sensitive that won't probably even admit it, but I'm very sensitive. You can hurt my feelings easily. But so that's why I'm the way I am with people. I try always never to hurt anyone's feelings.
Yeah,
because it's easy to do. It really is.
Sometimes it's unintentional when you hurt them.
Yeah, absolutely.
That makes you feel bad you even did that to somebody, you know?
Exactly. I mean, listen, I don't know if you knew this. It was a secret, but I got to reveal it. I was not an angel when I was a kid.
I know that.
Most people kind of suspected that, but yeah, I was not an angel, but I learned a lot from angels in my life, you know. My mother, she was my angel. When everything was failing around me, my mother didn't pull me through, I wouldn't have made it. So a lot of times that, you know, there are angels out there, and you know it. Every one of you people that are watching, you know it. You don't have to believe in angels, but you can look at them as special people that care about you. Same thing.
Yeah.
Joan, say something. Save the show.
I feel bad because Joan and I both have our mothers calling us right now, and they probably think we fell off a cliff.
Yeah,
but no, that was another thing I wanted to talk about because it is a good time to check in if you have any friends and family on the roads right now. How crazy was today?
You know what I want you to
Imagine.
do? You know what I want you to do right now?
What's up?
Call your mother.
No way.
Call
No,
your mother.
We're not ruining the podcast. I love her. I will call my mother. She won't know she's on here, and she'll be like, "Oh my God!" She'll tell us something she doesn't want us to know. I'm saving you, Gail Misci, by not calling you.
Yeah. Did you tell her you were going to be on?
I told her, but I don't think Joan told her mother. She probably
My
forgot
mom
the time.
wants me to merge 2 PDFs together. I can do that later.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my mother probably wants me to make sure I call about my son's health insurance tomorrow. You know, it's reminder time on a Monday night. I got about 20 haircuts to do tomorrow, and it's going to get busier because not everyone has mine and Donnie's haircut,
No.
and they want to look good for Christmas.
Yeah.
Not that we don't look good.
No, I
but
think we look fantastic.
this is low maintenance. We just get a little,
Yeah.
and we're all set. And yeah, I'm excited for these holidays. Because it's a tough time going in losing my dad, but I have a lot of making up to do for years where I wasn't around and I was too busy. And we're gonna sleep at my sister's house, me and Joan, with my son, my sister's family, her kids. I'm gonna be able to experience what it's like for leaving the cookies and milk out for Santa and all that stuff again, because
You're going there
you
for
don't get
Christmas?
those years back. Yeah, we're going there for Christmas. I want to drink eggnog. I want to eat every leftover to the point when my sister yells at me at like 3 a.m. and I have mustard on my face, and I'm ready for it, Donny.
I hated Christmas.
Oh, why do you have to be Ebenezer Scrooge now?
No, let me finish though.
All right.
And now I miss it. I don't miss Christmas itself, but I miss all the people that were there. You know, we had some great Christmases, and going to my sister's house or my mother's house, the food. Oh my God.
Unbelievable, right?
I used to
The 7 fishes.
7 fishes and
Did you ever get the little what are those things called? The little skinny fish there.
sardines,
No, not that, but
Ew.
they're fried. Come on, help me out here.
calamari,
No, it's my father used to get them.
anchovies,
It's not. They're bigger. They're bigger.
bacala.
Hold on, I'm gonna get it. Smelts.
Oh,
The
smells,
smelts. When my father would fry them, a little lemon on Christmas,
Oh, those are great.
and then we'd have the
And
mussels.
you could eat the bones in them too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the smelts were great. I know
We-
Joan's like,
No.
I never want to smelt anything.
They're like sardines. They are like sardines.
Yeah, but I remember my dad would just eat them like peanuts, and they were good.
We used to go smelt fishing years ago.
Down the
My
riverside.
Yeah, my father loves fishing. He was a big fisherman, you know. And we used to pull lobster traps. Got shot a couple of times, but no, he had his own. Dawn wants her on speakerphone. Yeah, no, she'll kill me.
Oh, my mother.
Yeah,
No, guys, I'm saving you too because
Hey.
I love Gail. It it's a lot, and I don't want to put her on the spot like that.
did you guys know my uncle Dennis Rima from Shirley Ave and my cousin Eddie McGuire? They both passed.
I've heard the name Eddie McGuire before.
Uh,
Yeah, it's the holidays. It's tough when people pass and things change. But even you,
oh
Donny,
my God, yeah.
you're gonna get to go out to Vegas and spend Christmas and see the cookies and milk with your grandkids. They love it.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward. You know what? It's guys. I must have drove to Vegas 15 times all alone.
Oh, it's making me tired thinking of
Oh, my
just the
God.
first
And
gas.
When I
fill up.
tell you, I got to tell this story. I've said it so many times, but I have fallen asleep on the road so many times. I am a miracle right here because of angels. Okay. See what Jeffrey just said? I've learned a lot from angels as well, as everyone should. I'm driving in either Ohio or Pennsylvania. I'm going down a mountainside, 75 miles an hour. That was the speed limit.
Oh my God!
I fall
Going
asleep.
back in time.
I fall asleep. Not only did I fall asleep, this is the gospel truth. I started dreaming. Honest to God, I started dreaming. And I hit those things on the side of the road and I woke up. And as I woke up, I looked on my dashboard and there's a picture of my mother and my son. They both passed on. And it was like they saved my life. I pulled over to the next thing. I had the gigantic black coffee and yeah, that was, I've had a lot of those episodes.
That's when you do a couple of these and roll
Oh, yeah.
down the window,
Oh, yeah.
bite
Yeah.
your inner cheek.
None of that works though.
I know.
Just still falling asleep after that.
Hey, you got to pull over, put the hazards on, and lock the doors.
I've done that
Oh, me too.
many times. Let's see. Donny T in the desert for Christmas. That's right.
There's a lot of holes in the desert and a lot of problems buried in those holes.
Yeah, but the problem with the desert was the ground is too hard.
You got to dig deep.
Yeah, you got to really break ground.
Oh, my God. Hey, that was a little casino for you. Right?
John wants her on speakerphone. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
will have Gail Misci on. I promise you. One day she'll have her own special.
Yeah.
She will, and it's funny. It'll kind of be like a mix of like, I don't know, who could we say she would be like
Edith Bunker.
Wow, Archie.
I know.
Those were the days. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
Gail was always a good kid. Now we lived right across. My back door faced her back door, his mother's back door. His mother has a twin. What's his name?
Big Guy.
Big guy. Big
Uncle
guy.
Gary.
Uncle Edith Bunker. Wow.
Yeah, that was the best show. You don't see those reruns
that was-
anymore.
that was phenomenal.
crazy.
Norman Lear just passed away. Wow, what
I
a
know.
genius mind he had.
I know.
You know, but he got away with a lot. You know,
Yes, he
remember
did.
the time Sammy Davis Jr. was on?
Oh my God, do I?
Oh,
What about the Asian next door neighbors?
yes. That's funny.
Wow.
Yeah, we got spoiled by some good shows. How about
My favorite show when I was growing up was Happy Days. I
Yeah, it
loved
was a good
Happy
one.
Days.
Yeah.
With Pat Morita as Al, remember that? He made his appearance. And then sometimes Laverne and Shirley would be on Happy Days too.
we saw the best. We had the best stuff.
Sitcoms. Taxi? How can you
Oh!
not love Taxi?
I've seen every episode, every single one.
Remember when Jim was taking his driver's test and he kept going, guys, and they were all there.
Yes,
Like, what do I do at a yellow light? And they're like, slow down. And he goes, what do I
Yeah, I
do
saw
at
that.
a yellow light?
Yeah.
Slow down. And
That
they
was
kept
funny.
slow. He kept asking them slower and slower.
That's funny. Let's see
It
here.
was, you had to get it, I guess.
Taxi is a classic. How about what's his face? Yeah. My memory. This time of the night, my memory starts flashing off on me.
Thank you so much for your help today, Gail Misci said.
What's his name?
Who?
No, I'm trying to think. Red Fox. What's the name of that show? I forget.
Oh, Sanford and Son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I watched every one of those episodes too. Every single one of them. Hilarious. I loved his stuff.
Elizabeth, I'm coming up there soon to see you, baby girl.
Yeah, I like that. Do another Rodney before we leave here. Come on.
All right, I got to come up with a good one.
Yeah.
Hey, my wife always likes to have sex in the back seat of the car. The only problem is she makes me drive.
That's a good one. That's a good finisher. That was a good finisher. Now, folks, let me just say, okay, this is kind of tough for me because I will not be seeing you unless it's on the road and my son finally teaches me how to do the podcast from where I'm going to be so that I could, what do they call it when it's like, I forget, my memory's gone right now. It's like Zoom. What do you call it?
FaceTime?
FaceTime.
I know what you were talking about.
And to be able to do it like that and get some people on here that from being out there, I can get some people to come on. I know several people that said they would have done it, but they didn't want to drive all the way to where I am. I have somebody up in Maine and New Hampshire, but if I could do that FaceTime thing with them, you know.
Oh, we're gonna call it Donny on the Road. Big G
No,
484. Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you.
What does it say that? Let me see.
After the fall. That's when you call it the legends of the fall.
Oh, woo! There's a yellow light mean. Oh, okay. Donny, Joan, Matt, Merry Christmas to you and your families too. Hopefully, Donny, you are feeling better too after the fall. Yeah, Donny after the fall. I like that. Should be a movie.
Well, we only got a couple more weeks of the fall, don't we?
Yeah. You guys, let me tell you something. from my heart. If you ever knew what you mean to me, and I hope we all mean the same to each other, because this is the friends of Donny T. It's like a family, though. Let's face facts, huh? Hanging out. And that's it. So all I could say is farewell.
Merry Christmas.
Good night. Sleep tight. And pleasant dreams to you. Here's a wish
Oh, it's a long
and
song.
a prayer that your dreams come true. So until we meet again, good night, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen. I love you.
Buenas noches. Buenas noches.